YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today is Thursday, October 7th, 2021, and I hope you all are safe and healthy. And for today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a solo legendary build that I like to call the one-man army. This version of the build is a SMG version. I also have an AR version that I'll be showing you guys a little bit later on. And at the end of the video, I'm also going to give you a version that you can run and still use this build with a team. So without further ado, let's get into the gameplay. YouTube, roll the clips. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Let's take an overview of the build. As you can see, I'm using the Survivalist Specialization, and the main reason I'm using that is for the 10% protection from elites. Now, I'm using the named SMG Cold Relations and a Sweet Dreams Exotic Shotgun for my secondary. For my gear, I'm using one Grupo piece, one Sokolov piece, and then 3 improvised pieces that can be crafted at your crafting station, and then I'm using the Memento backpack. For my primary, as mentioned, I'm using the Cold Relations SMG. This comes with Perfect Strain, which says gain plus 10% critical hit damage for every 0.5 seconds you are firing. Stacks up to 8 times. Now, if I did my calculations correct, you're going to get 80% critical hit damage by the bottom of your magazine. And, of course, you want damage to targets out of cover in the third spot. I think this gun is slept on. It is a very strong SMG. For our secondary, we are using the Sweet Dreams Exotic Shotgun, which you guys kind of know what this does. Those reds and purples, you can just hit them and it'll knock them out with one hit. Moving on to the gear for our mask, we are running one piece of Grupo Sombre for that 15% critical hit damage. We've got weapon damage, critical hit damage, and critical hit chance. And then I am using a protection from elites mod. For our chest piece, we are using the Sokolov chest piece for that 10% SMG damage. We got weapon damage, critical hit damage, critical hit chance, and then a protection from elite mod. And we are using the talent Intimidate, which says while you have bonus armor, it amplifies your total weapon damage by 35% to enemies within 10 meters. On our holster, this is our first piece of improvised gear. Like I said, you can craft these at the crafting bench. I've got armor, critical hit chance, critical hit damage, and then a protection from elite mod. On the knee pads, this is our second piece of improvised gear, and we've got armor, critical hit damage, critical hit chance, and a protection from elite mod. And for the gloves, this is our last piece of improvised gear. I've got armor, critical hit chance, critical hit damage, and a protection from elite mod. And last but not least, for the backpack, of course, we are running the Memento Exotic Backpack. Basically, you kill the enemies, you pick up the trophies, you get a whole lot of bonuses. And then I've got a protection from elite mod. You're going to get armor regen, weapon damage, guys. You know what this talent does. It is great for any build. Moving on to the skills. For our first skill, we are using the Crusader Shield, and that is just for the extra survivability. For our second skill, I use either the Striker Drone or the Reviver Hive. I like the Striker Drone because it brings the enemies out of cover and it just takes some of the heat off of yourself. Taking a look at the stats, as you can see, we are at 59 critical hit chance and 122 critical hit damage. Now, like I said, running that perfectly strained, I believe you're going to get 80% critical hit damage, so you'll get up to as much as 200% critical hit damage. On the defensive stats, we are at 1.4 million armor, and we are at 80% protection from elites. Now, that is how we are going to sponge those rogue agents and sponge just all those legendary yellows. So you want to have a protection from elite mod in everywhere you can, and then use the survival specialization for the extra protection from elites, and that'll get you to this 80%. Okay, guys, now let's take a look at an alternative option that I like to use when I'm in a team, in a group, and I'm still running the same build. I do not like running the Memento because you have to be the person that gets the kill. And you can shoot somebody all the way down, and then somebody can shoot them one time, and then you don't get the trophy, and then you're just kind of up a creek without a paddle. And so I always switch to my Sokolov backpack with Adrenaline Rush. It's got critical hit damage and critical hit chance. Everything else is just the same. So it's still very similar. It's just giving you the bonus armor quicker than and then activating Intimidate versus having to kill somebody and get the trophy. For the stats on this specific build, I am at 60% critical hit chance and 149 critical hit damage. And now that is without the 80% added from Perfect Strained. And for the defensive stats, we're at 1.3 million armor. Now, I'd like to get one more blue and have 1.5 million armor, but I just don't have the make for it just yet. And we are still at 80% protection from elites. And there you have it, guys. That is the one-man army solo legendary build. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a try. It's a great build. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, and leave me a like. It really helps the channel grow. And subscribe for more content, guys, and we will see you in the future.